couldn't make a get on the end of it. And what a great finish it is. What a big volley, isn't it? Right, so well. What an excellent finish.
Hello again everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Lad for Set Play Gaming. This is the FIFA 23 West Brom career mode. It is the Road to Glory of Aidy Boothroyd Season 6, Episode 130. Our focus is on the Carabao Cup Final. Before we get to the games, I'm going to jump into the Premier League table for a quick update. After 24 matches, Spurs have a 6-point lead over Manchester City at second. Liverpool are third, Chelsea are fourth, Arsenal fifth, Manchester United in sixth, just outside those competition places. Wolves and Nottingham Forest make up the top 8. And then we drop into mid-table, West Ham and then ourselves, West Brom, are 10th with 9 wins, 8 draws, 7 losses and just ahead in the goal difference as you can see. Leicester, Fulham, Crystal Palace, Everton, Sheffield United and Aston Villa make up those mid and bottom table sides. Into the bottom half completely, the bottom 3, Leeds rooted to the bottom, Brentford and Brighton in the relegation zones, and of course Watford just outside of that. Now, coming up in today's episode, we are going to finish February. We have an away match at Craven Cottage taking on Fulham, and of course we are hosting the potential champions Spurs at the Hawthorns on the 19th, but the main focus, the reason why everybody's here, is the Carabao Cup Final against Manchester City. Let's get on with it. And so in today's episode we begin at Craven Cottage with this away game, and after a 2-week international break the players rejoin up here in February. Aidy Boothroyd hoping to get his side back into winning contention after some disappointing results. Just have a quick look here as Fulham break, crossed in, Brom Diaz with the header and a good save. Remember in the last episode we lost 3-0 to Arsenal and 2-1 in the FA Cup. So trying to bounce back here. And then a few moments later Buckley into Brom Diaz and he gets the fortune in his way and smashes it in. 10 minutes into the game. He is offside though when the pass is played to him. And then a few moments later at the other end, Iheanacho spins away from Jekyll and manages to get a shot. It's a fantastic effort. And Gavin Beavers here in goal for Fulham. Outstretched, makes a great save. And then from the corner, Michailidis heads it down looking for another goal. He's definitely a threat, and Gavin Beavers, like Clark Kent in goal today for Fulham. This is a great save. A tricky one as well. And then from another corner situation, this time O'Shea directing it goalwards. And what a chance. Rashika's corner. Oh, good save, Beavers. Can't get past him. From another corner situation, looking to take advantage, and they manage to get it clear here. And then Martinelli races clear. There's nobody back, but Claudio Bravo in his 5'7" frame can't get across, and Martinelli scores from that counter-attack. That's the danger of pushing too many men up front and having too many men forward with a corner situation, as it leaves all the men chasing back. And when you've got somebody like Martinelli hanging up top, it's always a help. Marco Silva applauds that counter-attack and good finish. And then 23 minutes in, Bravo to El Mazzuni. Mazzuni switches, Iheanacho back into El Mazzuni, edge of the box. And Beavers again with a fantastic save. Nothing can get past this lad at the minute. He is standing on his head for the Cottagers. Ben Brereton Diaz, half an hour played, looking to play it in. Harrison Reed back to Ben Brereton Diaz and flashes a shot wide. Only got 5 goals so far for Fulham. You'd expect him to score more. Second half action. Diaz there cutting inside and robbing the defender. And then a few moments later, Neil into Iheanacho. Into Neil into Decore, goes one more past Sessegnon, and Garen Kowal just slides that in near post, and that is 1-1. This guy has definitely taken Grady Diangana's left midfield spot, and you'll remember Grady Diangana has actually moved now to Club Bruges after we signed Sela in a swap deal. 76 minutes in, high press from Tavernier, crosses it in, and there is Dervisoglu. Poor defending from Fulham, and he makes it 2-1. Our top scorer, lovely, just ghosted in behind the defender, and the goalkeeper this time, Beavers, is saying, I ain't stopping that, I'm not even going to try. Boothroyd applauding, and then 7 minutes left to go. O'Shea wins it from Ben Brereton Diaz, and now the counter-attack is on. Dervisoglu turns inside Dickey. He gets away from the defender into the box and smashes it in for his brace with 5 minutes left to go. We are 3-1 up. And the goalkeeper, who looked unbeatable in the first half, is beatable finally. 3-1 with just 5 minutes to go. And we revert back to our defensive formation. And they added 4 minutes on, but it doesn't matter. We win this one by 3-1. Back to winning ways in the league. It's good to see. Our 10th league win of the season. And it comes on the road here in London as we gear up for our match against Spurs next week. It's a great result. As always, let me know what you think in the comments. Alright, so on to game 2 as we take on Spurs. And obviously Aidy Boothroyd with one eye on the cup final next week. We'll need to make sure we still put in a good performance here, because Spurs are gunning for the title. Opening 7 minutes, Julian Alvarez almost getting in behind McCrory, but he makes a great interception and we're able to get the ball clear. Trying to counter-attack here after Campbell held it up. Kowal runs into some resistance from Luis Felipe there. And then a few moments later, it's Kimmich into Alvarez. Alvarez with a heavy touch. Tried to get McCrory to intercept the pass, but he lays it to Kamaldeen Sulemana. And the shot pushed over the bar by Bernd Leno, who's been sensational for us this season. And then 23 minutes in, Garen Kowal looking to counter-attack. Gets away from the full-back and takes on Luis Felipe. He's going to drop the shoulder, go past him. Got to try and get the cross in. Looks for the far post. It's headed away. Drops to Campbell. Campbell turns and shoots, but can't get it into the corner. Nunez diving wide there. 32 minutes in. Garen Kowal into Bellingham. Bellingham into Bravo. Claudio Bravo on the overlap. Into Bellingham. Bellingham spins. Great control from Bellingham. Stops. Turns away. Look at this control and cross into Tavernier. And we have a 1-goal lead here. What a great piece of play from Joe Bellingham that was. Edge of the box. Just makes one turn with his back heel almost. Completely deceives Luis Felipe, and a wonderful cross to the 6-yard box. So something for us to hang on to here as we continue to utilise the 5-4-1 drop back. Just try and squeeze as much out of them as possible. And then they get a goal instantly back. I'm going to blame the captain O'Shea here, because I actually had the run covered as Kamaldeen Sulemana comes in. The one thing you can say is that as that ball comes in, O'Shea should be intercepting that. And Julian Alvarez with 16 goals in 26 matches. Second half, ball into Doucouré. Doucouré into Iheanacho. And then in comes Luis Felipe and wrecks Iheanacho there. I've got to see this again in the replay. Whoa! Have you ever seen that before? It was such an aggressive tackle, he ended up upside down, which is quite a feat for Iheanacho. And then Julian Alvarez looking to grab his second, but parried away by Leno there on 48 minutes. Doucouré with a good spin into Bellingham. 52 minutes now. Bellingham. Tavernier knocks it down. Bellingham on the volley off the crossbar. So unlucky. I thought we were going to go 2-1 there. And Spurs have got some dangerous players. A few months later they go back down the other end. Spence into Alvarez. Alvarez. Great trickery on the edge of the box. Cuts inside. Sulemana back to Alvarez off the post. Denied his brace by the woodwork.
that's the end of that for now.
And then 7 minutes later, Llorente gets away from Michailidis. Alvarez peels wide. Back to Spence. And then back to Llorente. Back to Jesus. Goes for the long shot. Looking for that far post. And a great save from Lino. Again. 72 minutes in. Pedro Neto goes on a surging run on the left wing. Kimmich into Neto. Neto. Great control. Looking for that far corner, and a great save, reaction save from Bernd Leno. 77 minutes in, that's all 5 minutes later. Great play, Jesus into the box, has to finish that. I thought this was a wonderful save by Bernd Leno as he comes in. Look at this, he actually doesn't touch it. It's a shot over the crossbar. Antonio Conte is furious with Jesus there, and so we managed to hang on 1-1, all things considered, and looking ahead to the Carabao Cup Final. Given the fact that we beat Fulham away, we've done brilliantly here. I'll take a point against the potential champions. 1-1, that is a great result. Here we go, this is it, we've been waiting for this one. The Carabao Cup Final taking on Manchester City, and we are going to go with a 5-4-1 drop back defensive formation. Obviously, we're going to go with around 15 depth and just try and smother them as much as possible. This tactic actually worked in the league. We drew with these guys 1-1. We got a draw against them. If we can draw with Manchester City in the cup final and push this to penalties, I think that's probably realistically the best shot we've got of winning this cup. And Aidy Boothroyd promised silverware. This is a fantastic chance. We are out of the FA Cup. We're definitely not going to win the league. So this is the one shot we have of doing the business. Intercepted there 2 minutes in. Diaz into Foden, Haaland, Diaz drops his shoulder, waits for support, waits for the runners, looking for Haaland. Here's Haaland, good save Leno, oh, and it's turned in. 2 minutes in, and Vitinha has scored. It's an easy tap in. Leno actually makes a save here. I'm not sure whether he has to, I mean he technically does have to put a hand to it, but nobody's there. Why is McCrory not just blasting that clear? You haven't got time there to try and take a touch, lad. And 7 minutes in, City looking to go 2 up. Diaz back to Vitinha, goes for a curling shot, but he gets that horribly wrong. There's no reason to panic, even though we're a goal down. We still have a goal in us, I think. Great interception from Neil from Camavinga, and he's released Gareng Kuol down the left. Christensen comes across, Kuol cuts inside, Kuol goes for a dipping shot, tries to catch Ederson out at the far corner. 23 minutes in, Haaland turns, he's going to run at the defence. Haaland going to get Doucouré back here. Into Diaz. Diaz has been dangerous the opening 20 minutes. Diaz back to Haaland. Diaz goes for a shot, and it goes wide. If we can reduce them to long shots and not get them so close to the area, that's the best thing for us. A chance here on 37 minutes. As cross comes in, it's actually McCrory. Usually Michailidis is the danger. He is in there. I think he was looking for Michailidis, but McCrory got his head to it. Needed to do better, especially because those are probably going to be our best chances. Haaland on the turn. McCrory wins it here just before half time. Going to come to Camavinga, looking to try and thread a pass, but he ends up shooting instead. And we go into the break after a pretty disastrous start. We managed to settle down and just limit them to long shots. We'll aim to do the same again in second half, but we need to up the ante if we're going to get ourselves back into this game. Interception initially by Bravo, then he loses it. Into Haaland, comes back to Haaland, McCrory comes across, makes a great block there. And then Kuol runs it out. Here comes City again, approaching the hour. Neil's carrying an injury, he'll have to be subbed off. Can't seem to shake this one off. Neil trying to block out Haaland, it's going to come to Vitinha again, I think. Puts it over the bar. Kuol. Bravo down the left just after the hour. Crosses in. Neil trying to turn this across. And now Kuol. Great chance. And a flash shot. Looked close initially. It's not a bad effort. But you can see here it off the outside of the boot. He needed to curl that really. 70 minutes in. Foden. Mavinga. And City will want to get this second goal and wrap this one up. Fantastic tackle from Doucouré there. Header well won by Ruben Dias. On to Diaz. And another fantastic tackle from Doucouré. He's putting himself about in midfield and a great interception. Well played, lad. 75 minutes in. Trying to release Rashica, but it's a great interception. 3 minutes left. It's now or never for us. We've gone to 2 up front. Stacey can't get it in. Heads it back into the box. Tavernier into Rashica. Great chance. Come on. Milot Rashica. It's his first goal. And what a time to get it. With 2 minutes left on the clock.
Well, here we can see it again. And no wonder the manager is furious. They just
Spins edge of the penalty box through the legs of Ederson as he comes out to meet him. Realising the danger, it's too late. And on his left peg, he finishes that. And Pep Guardiola is disappointed here. And that is full time. We are going to go to extra time here as we look to try and force penalties. That's what we're aiming for. Well won by Rashica. Given away. Haaland. Haaland looking to try and play this in. Vitinha. Diaz into Vitinha. Chance here. Blocked by O'Shea. Doucouré can get it clear. Back comes City. 97 minutes. Parisi. Block shot by O'Shea. A penalty given away by McCrory. I pressed square with McCrory. I wasn't actually meaning to foul him. I was pressing square to anticipate a shot from Parisi. And he ends up fouling Vitinha in the box. Haaland against Leno. Oh, so close. He dives the right way, but Haaland scores. It's a picture-perfect penalty from Erling Haaland. He is the Premier League top goal scorer, and he has put Manchester City 2-1 up here in the Carabao Cup Final. That one mistake is costly. 118 minutes, Rashica wins a corner. Here comes Leno, this is it. We've got to deliver this into the box. If Leno scores here, the roof will blow off the place. We've got to get the ball in the box. Try to lift it in, it's cleared away. Iheanacho wins it, and that is full time. It's not to be for Aidy Boothroyd. He promised silverware, and he came within possibly 10 minutes or so. A mistake by the defender.
Well, just look at those scenes down there, Derek.
A little bit of anticipation, trying to block a potential shot, ends up fouling the opposite man. And Manchester City have won the Carabao Cup here. We'll have to go back and try and finish strongly in the league to see out this career mode save. But Aidy Boothroyd is not to win the Carabao Cup, at least this season. We give it our best shot and we ran City close. That is it from me today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. We didn't get the result in the cup final that we would have hoped. I'm going to be back in 2 days. We have about 4 episodes left before this series finishes. But the next episode, 131 on Monday, will be Sheffield United, Chelsea and Watford. So make sure you join me for that one. And if you want to continue supporting me on the channel, you can do so by clicking anything from the playlist available at the end of this video. This is our lad for Set Play Gaming. See you guys soon.